Hi, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be looking at how to adapt diagrams for somebody who has a visual impairment. So I have a few diagrams here on the screen. These are just ones that I've taken from some AQA exam papers. One thing you need to double check before you start trying to do anything like adapting diagrams and pictures, especially if it's in a test paper, is that test paper already in existence somewhere? So obviously you can click and drag things to make them a little bit bigger, but for a lot of people that's just not going to be good enough quality wise. I mean, that's not too bad a picture as it stands, but if somebody requires sort of size 24, size 36 font, that's probably not going to be suitable. Got a couple of other items, other pictures there as well. So what I tend to use to adapt diagrams is this program. This is called paint.net, and this has got all your usual paint type tools, but it's got a few extra things as well. It's got like a magic wand tool for selecting whole areas, and it's also got the option to build layers into an image as well, which basically means you can have a picture on top of a picture on top of a picture, and you can manipulate things really well with that. So I tend to use this because it's dead easy to use. It's like a poor man's Photoshop. It's completely free, and it's just does the job really well. So if I just select these two angles, if you like, and then copy and paste those into paint.net, and just quickly show you how I might adapt this one. So you've got your different shape tools and line tools. I'm just going to use the triangle shape on here at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to choose my triangle. That one will do fine, I think. And I'm going to change the brush width to 6, make it nice and thick. And I'm going to create a new layer. So now I can draw it over top of the existing image without having to sort of keep the existing image, if that makes sense, which I'll show you in a moment. So I'm just going to stretch that out and make it fit over top. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on this triangle, but this time I'll have to rotate it. So if I click and drag around the outside of the shape, I can rotate it around really easily. Just about right. It's slightly wonky, but I'll sort that out in a moment. And yeah, about there. And if I drag that down a little bit and just straighten it up a tiny bit, I think that should be good. Yeah, that's close enough. It doesn't really matter too much as long as it's pretty close to the original, because like I say, I'm going to get rid of the original image anyway. Okay, so if I go to my line tool now, this lets you draw a line or a wavy line, so I'm just going to do this little box in the corner. If I was doing this properly, I'd probably spend a bit more time over it. It's probably not going to be the neatest, but I don't think that necessarily matters too much as long as it looks better than the original image, and it's got all the right bits. So I'm just going to do this right angle here. Okay. And then for the, let's move that around a little bit, just try to do a bit. And then for these angled pieces, I'm just going to move the line a little bit further down, I think, actually, because I want to write in size 24 font for my angle. I need to have enough space to write in there. So I've still got the same angle in the corner, but I'm just putting this bit a little bit further down. So just do my little sort of wavy line there, if you like. There we go. Perfect. And then the same on this side, so just do a little bit further out than the original one. Do the same with that one, and there we go. Fab. Okay, so now what I can do is I can, once I just straighten up a bit, I can look at my original layer if I want to. I can untick that just to show you that you can have more than one layer, and you can untick the layers and put them back on again if you want to. But for this, I'm just going to actually delete layer 1, which is the original layer. So I'm just going to click on there and click on here, and that will delete it. Perfect. And then I'm going to select all of that, Control A, and then Control C to copy. And I'm going to go back to Word document and open a new Word document and paste it in there. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened to the screen then for a second. Okay, so now I'm going to change the wrap text to tight, which means I can move the pictures around and stretch them. So I'm just going to make them a little bit bigger and move them around a little bit. Let's just stretch that out a smidge, and on the other side as well. Perfect. There you go, we've got nice big triangles now. I know the angles are all good because I've copied it from the original. I just look at the numbers on that one. So we've got 7 centimeters and was it 30 degrees, I think. So let's just create a text box. Okay. Right, computer's gone slightly slow. So I'll put a text box in and I'm just going to write 7 centimeters, and then obviously I'm going to change the font and I'm going to set it to 24 Arial. So yeah, Arial 24. And then the other thing I'm going to do is if I double click on that box in a second, there we go, or click on shape format at the top, or yeah, if you double click it goes to shape format as well. Then I go to shape fill and no fill, so it's basically making the box completely invisible. So now I can move that around and it won't overlap anything, it'll just go on the edge of my triangle. Perfect. So now I'm going to copy and paste that one because 7 centimeters is also needed on this one over here. Okay, and then we need 32 degrees after that, so excuse me. Okay, so to type my degree symbol in, I'm going to type in Alt 0176, I think it is, on the key on the number pad, and that'll put my degree symbol in. But it's also in the I think it's in Times New Roman insert symbols. So I'm just going to pop that down there, and then I can copy and paste that, and put that one in the other triangle, and there we have it. We've got 2 of our triangles adapted. Okay, so we're going to have a look at one of the other images now. So that one looks pretty good, quite happy with that. And if I scroll down a little bit, and maybe we'll have a go at this one from a physics paper. When it comes to graphs and things like that, you could use sort of a darker sort of graph paper in the background. You could, quite often I end up just completely recreating graphs and art software because they look a bit better. So for this one, there are various different ways I could do it, but I think I'm probably just going to create a new layer like I did before, and I'm probably just going to use the line tool. I've already got it on 6 on my brush width, so I'm going to use my line tool here. Just draw a line across there. That looks pretty good, and same at the bottom, all the way across. Fab, and then one down there. No, I'll just do it to that point, I think. And same at the bottom there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I'll do these bits here. Represent the battery, and one here. And then again, I'm just using the line tool on all of these, so I'll put that one on there. Do that one, bro. And oh yeah, I missed those ones at the top there, so I'll just quickly do that one as well. Brilliant, and nearly there, and that one, and this one at the top. And one there. And then I'm going to put the shapes tool on, and I'm going to choose a rectangle to do the little rectangular parts in there. Where's my rectangle? That should be okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, okay. So if I just click on the corner and drag that down, there we go. We've got a nice rectangle. Excellent. And do the same on that one. Fantastic. And then I'm going to draw a circle. Now, if I just choose a circle and you have to be careful that you click off the previous shape that you've drawn before you try and change the shape type, because otherwise it will change what you've just drawn. So if I just click off there first, I've done that, and then click on circle, and there we go, that's better. And then we can draw a circle around there and stretch it to the right size, hopefully. So there we go, and up a little bit, and yeah, that's pretty good, and left a smidge. Fab. Yeah, quite happy with that. Oh, and then I'm just going to put in the line in the battery there, so I'm just going to change. You can change the style to different types of lines. I'm going to go for dotted line, so it matches that relatively so, and yeah, that's perfect. Right, okay. So again, I'm just going to get rid of my. I'm going to put those arrows on in Word, because Word's got quite a nice little arrow on there anyway. So I'm happy with that for now. So I'm just going to get rid of my original layer like I did on the last diagram. Okay, so a slight delay there, and I'm going to copy that. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And then find my Word document. There we go. I'm just going to click a bit further down here and paste that in. Brilliant. And if I just double click on that, or click on picture format at the top, and I can change it to wrap text and cite again, and drag it into position. Brilliant. And then if I go back to the original diagram, I'll just make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that'll be right, I think. Yeah, if we go back to the original diagram now and just have a quick look at the various numbers and things on there. So we've got 2000 ohms, I think that is, up there, and then we've got those other bits and pieces on there as well. So I'm just going to pop those in. Too many things open on my computer at the moment. So if I go to Insert and Shapes, not Shapes, sorry, yeah, Shapes, and then click on the arrow. I'm going to stick my arrows in first, and I'm just going to change the look of the arrow slightly. So the computer's been really sluggish today, and just change the weight of that a little bit as well. So I'll probably put it on 2¼ Yeah, that's pretty good. And I can copy and paste that arrow, so I've got another one exactly the same to put underneath. Brilliant. And then if I just copy one of the text boxes from the previous image, so I've got something that's already in the right size, so it's already area 24, and paste that down here, and then I can get that into the right place eventually, hopefully. Come on. There we go. And I can type in 2000 and then ohms. Hopefully I can find the I think it's ohms. Sorry if I'm wrong about that. If I go to insert symbol, and it's not, that's the picture, that's the one I want. I just need to find it now. Go to more symbols, and hopefully I can find it. Just bear me a second. Sure, I saw it somewhere before when I was looking through. Perfect. There we go. Excellent. Right. There we go. 2000 ohms. Okay. I'm just going to shrink that text box down slightly, and then I'm going to copy and paste that text box in a second to see what else I need. I need a plus and I need 12 volts. So I'm just going to copy that one and make a copy of that. So again, it's the right font size. I'm not have to keep changing the font size all the time. And I can put a plus in there, and that's just going to go above the battery part of the circuit diagram. That looks about right, I think. Yeah, that'll do. And then I'm going to copy and paste that, and I need 12 volts. Go down to the right spot and then type in 12 volts. Stretch out a smidge. That'll be fine. And then we just need one more text box, I think, on this diagram. I'll stick that over in the corner, and we need to put 2 outside lamp circuit. A little bit bigger. 2 outside lamp circuits, and just stretch that out a little bit. And there we have it. And that is our completed adapter diagram. Obviously it's a little bit long-winded, it takes a while, it's not a super quick thing to do, but I think when you look at the original compared to the adapted one now, for somebody that would need that, I think it's worth doing it properly. Like I say, these are from exam papers that you can already get adapted versions of, but it's it's good to know some different sort of ways to do these things really. I won't go into graphs and things at the moment, but probably if I was using that graph, I would probably put that onto Paint.net and just completely recreate it and put some graph paper on there. That's a little bit easier to see, and probably something similar with this image as well. Probably just put some darker boxes on there and that sort of thing. But it's fairly straightforward to do. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that's useful. If anybody has any comments or questions, please get in touch. And thank you very much for listening. Okay, thanks, bye.